There are two kinds of people in the world, my friend. Those with a rope around their neck and the people who have the job of doing the cutting. Listen, the neck at the end of the rope is mine. I run the risks.
The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Two can dig a lot quicker than one.
All right, let's get into the good, the bad, and the ugly, as we do every Monday morning at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. Ali, the floor is yours, man.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna kind of do an audible today, and I'm gonna do the good, and the good, because there's a lot of good to talk about. And so let's talk. The Chapman Automotive 911 Porsches of the good, the bad, the ugly today. They're all great. And number one is, man, kudos to you and your brother. The Spears Summer Classic that was benefiting the Easter Seals and Blake Foundation on Friday. Your golf tournament was outstanding. You guys did an amazing job. It was run well, and just everything about it was just, you could tell there was a lot of care in making sure it was a good experience for everybody that paid their, whatever, $900 for a foursome.
Yeah.
I think keeping it at around 116, 120 golfers is a good idea. Just raise the price $100 and make up the difference, because the pace of play was good. Par's your friend, not bogey's your friend. That's the only change I'd make. But you guys did such a great job, and I can't wait for you to announce how much money you raised, because I think between, people buying mulligans and people getting into the raffle and the silent auction, I think you guys did really well and benefited a great cause. And I just, a huge round of applause to the Spears brothers and Betsy Bruce and everybody from the Easter Seals Foundation. Great job.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm really, really proud of you.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, really proud of you, man. That was, and, I was asked by a few people after, it's like, well, what is Spears getting out of this? And I'm like, well, Spears is giving back to our community. He wants to do something to make our community a better place. That's what he's getting out of it. So, there's a lot of things that sometimes give us kind of bum us out about the world today and people today. And, but there's a lot of good people like Justin Spears out there, and Andrew Trujillo being out there with you at the hole. So there's so much good in this world. You're a big part of it. I wanted to congratulate you on a great event. It was magnificent.
Thank you, brother.
You didn't get nothing out of it. I gave him a big fat kiss on the forehead, right?
Did you? Yeah, good.
You got all that sweat and sunscreen. Man, it was a great time, but man, towards the end, I was struggling.
Yeah.
That sweat and sunscreen got in my eye.
Oh, yeah.
In the last hour and a half of that event, I was just trying to keep my eyes open.
Yeah.
I was riding the struggle bus for sure. But man, thank you again for your kind words and complimenting what my brother and I started. Like, my brother and I came up with this idea a few years ago in his kitchen at his house. And all we were doing was just sitting there talking about how, we wanted to create a golf event where we just got our buddies together. And all we wanted to do was just do something for a good cause and use the game of golf to get everyone together and have a great time. I didn't think it would evolve into something like this, where Betsy Bruce and Easter Seals Blake Foundation, they're like, no. We got all the trouble that you guys go through to put on the event, all the raffle prizes and the little minute details that it takes to put all this on. We've got all of that. And we couldn't have done what we did over the weekend or on Friday if it wasn't for Betsy Bruce, if it wasn't for Amanda Murphy, who was like the quarterback of this whole operation, who organized everything. Dina Scalone.
Dina, yeah.
She's a rock star,
Top
man.
notch.
And I mean, there were just so many. I mean, David Garcia. There were just a lot of Annette Albright. Like, there was a whole team of people that we had together, and we met up every Thursday, and we went over the plan. Okay, this is what we're doing. This is what we're doing. This is what we're bringing. And it was just a collaborative effort every step of the way. And my brother and I started this tournament a few years ago, like I said, and our first year at Star Pass, we had 60 golfers. And then last year, went to 84 at Corey Pines. And then we went to a more luxurious golf course and resort in Ventana Canyon, which is maybe top 10 in the entire state of Arizona when you play the mountain course. And just to see the amount of people come out there and to have a great time, That's all I ever wanted. I just wanted to put on a cool golf tournament that people could look forward to, and also do it for a great cause. And to see you out there, to see Andrew out there supporting, Stacy Wampler as well, who is, setting up the tent, collecting all the golf balls that I hit. Some of them went into the desert, and he went and found them.
No,
Wow.
definitely not all of them. Some of them are.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
definitely are. Some of them are
quite an
goners.
exploration. Yeah.
Some of them are goners, but to see Chuck Cecil out there, to see Reggie Geary out there, the greatest softball head coach of all time, and Mike Candrea, he was out there. Former Arizona women's basketball head coach Joan Bonvicini, both golf coaches, Giovanna Mayman, the Big 12 Coach of the Year with the women's team, and then Jim Anderson, the longest tenured head coach at the University of Arizona right now. He was out there as well, and very happy to say that I hit my best shot of the day in front of Jimbo. So Jimbo, while he was kind of giving me some guff about my grip, telling me it looks like I'm playing for the Tucson Roadrunners.
He told me, because he was at the Sugar Skulls game with me on Saturday, and he says, you have a weak grip. We have to get your hand, the right hand. You got to bring it over.
Yeah.
That's why you keep pushing it to the right, by the way, and slicing it. You
Yeah.
hit it further, too.
Yeah.
So
I'm learning.
you have
I'm
a weak
learning.
baby grip.
He hit his best shot in front of Jim, and then he hit a solid 6 out of 10 in front of Giovanna.
So I'm like, all right, the golf coaches don't think I'm a complete hack, but
They do. Anyway, job well done, man.
Thank
Noah
you, brother.
Fafita and his brother were out there with Les Fafita. It was just a great event. It was a great event. The lunch was great. The breakfast was great. Everything was great.
by the way, did you hear what Noah said at the luncheon?
Oh, yeah, he did. Go ahead.
He said, next year when I come back to this golf tournament, I'm going to bring the Big 12 trophy with me.
Like it.
I'm like,
I love it.
"Oh,
Love
Noah,
it. Love it.
let's go, baby.
Let's go. Let's go.
Around the room.
My second good is Arizona baseball. Like you said earlier, outscoring their opponents in the Eugene Regional 49-9.
Or 31-6, 49-9, including the Big 12
Okay,
tournament.
so 31-6.
Still.
Still, and the as great as the hitting was, 8 home runs in that second game against Utah Valley. Man, the pitching has been really good the last 2 weeks, and if they can continue to pitch like that, man, this Arizona team can do some things moving on. So congratulations to Chip Hale. Congratulations to Arizona baseball. I don't want to ever hear anybody have a conversation about Chip Hale and use the words, let's talk about the postseason. Because if you say those words, you're a hack and you're eating a poop sandwich today. So kudos to Chip Hale. Finally, I want to give a shout out, my last good. I got to celebrate with Crest Insurance on Friday. Their 15th anniversary started in Tucson, and now it's in like 8 states, and just incredible what they've built. And 15 years, a Tucson-based business. And I want to give a shout out to this guy, Andrew Schneeweiss. I met him. He works at Crest. I can't remember what office. Sorry, Andrew. But he said he's going to be listening to this, so you might want to cut it. I'll send it to him as well.
Never.
Andrew looks like he's 12, but he's not. He's a grown-ass adult. And really good dude. Andrew, I think he's in the Fort Collins office because he went to Colorado State University. Andrew gets first day at Colorado State University, puts his bags away, gets in the dorm, and some of his buddies or some of the guys in the dorm was like, hey, we're going to a CSU basketball game. Why don't you join us? So he's like, cool. So he goes and sits down, and Colorado State University, they basically give every student, like they do the half-court shot, but they choose a seat. They called Andrew's seat, and Andrew got called on the court his first day on campus to hit a half-court shot to win full tuition at Colorado State University, and they gave him 3 shots. And my man hit the first shot from half-court and won full tuition at Colorado State his first day on campus. And I just thought that was such an incredible story. I told him I was going to talk about it on the show. So, Andrew, you are clutch, man. And Crest Insurance has got a good one. So I know that when you go in and walk in that room and you're trying to sell some sort of property or casualty insurance, I know you're going to seal the deal because you are clutch, my man. So
I love the last name too.
Schneeweiss. Schneeweiss, yeah.
It literally means Snow White in German.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I hope I'm pronouncing it right. But yeah, Andrew Snow White, my man, wins full tuition. And really who I want to congratulate is his parents, Mr. and Mrs. Schneeweiss. your son went full tuition on the first day on campus. And I hope you went to Disneyland.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, it's if you watch us on YouTube, the video of him hitting that half-court shot will be on the video. So congratulations to Crest Insurance. Post congratulations to Andrew Schneeweiss for hitting the half-court shot on your first day of campus to win full tuition. And speaking of businesses that make your community a better place, we talk about Tucson Federal Credit Union. We talk about Right Way Heating, Cooling, and Plumbing. We talk about Nova Home Loans and Paul Volpe, the devilishly handsome Paul Volpe. They're all making our community a better place. Crest Insurance is right there, man. They do so much for our community. So if you're looking for insurance, go to Crest Insurance, man. It's a great place, and they do a lot of good. And finally, if I could just do a fourth good, I know I'm spearing, but just real quick.
Man, you're spearing it.
Yeah.
I just want to give a shout out to my guy, Chris Edwards at Tucson Appliance. My refrigerator literally died on Thursday. And I'm like, oh, my food's going to go spoiled. This is terrible. What did happen? It's already not doing water. I have no ice. It's time for a new refrigerator. I call my guy, Chris Edwards. He gets me to Dustin. By the time I got home from your tournament on Friday, less than 24 hours later, new refrigerator installed, ready to go.
Man.
Food not spoiled. So thank you, Tucson Appliance. Again, support local. Another guy that supports our community, Chris Edwards, Tucson Appliance. So there you go.
Ollie Farhang is our priority.
I was their priority, man. He was gonna get me a loaner on Thursday night, like come over at like 10 o'clock at night. I'm like, no, dude, I got this. I can take some. I can figure this out. Man, when businesses do it the right way, when guys like you do it the right way with a golf tournament, raising money for good causes, it makes me really happy. So the good, the bad, the ugly for me, just a lot of good happened the last 4 or 5 days, and I want to shout out to all of them. So I'm done. There you go. Soliloquy done.
The Irish goodbye'd me for a fridge.
I did.
That really sucks.
You guys gotta understand, when you go to events with me, I go, I cook, I do my thing. What's up? And then I'm out. Right.
I just remember I met one of our listeners at the table we were sitting at, Jesus. Shout out, Jesus. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
And then I turned back, and Ollie and everyone he was with, who I was sitting right next to, was gone. Literally, he could have just, I don't know, like hit me on the back. Hey, dude.
I could have. And maybe I was remiss not saying goodbye to you, Justin, not you, Andrew. But I had to go get my refrigerator. And, sometimes like you keep the people wanting more, right? So I Kaiser Sose myself a little bit at these things. It's like I'm there, hey, prominent, and then he's just gone, poof, like that, right?
He Batmaned you.
Like the wind.
Yeah. It's my Batman persona. You never see Batman just walking out the door. He's just gone.
Mm-hmm.
Adds to the mystery of Batman.
By the way, Chris Edwards, hell of a golf swing on that guy.
Yeah, he's not from a lack of playing. He plays quite a bit. But shout out to the great Joe Nels, former U of A basketball player, for winning the event with his team.
Yeah.
Played with a guy named Russell Brown, who was one of my favorite U of A basketball players of all time. Russell Brown, I think still maybe the all-time assist leader at Arizona. I'm not sure, but he's either one or two. I love that team. Joe Nels was a awesome shooter. Mm-hmm. Awesome. Just great basketball player, and like one of my favorites. Number 24.
Great free throw shooter. Great golfer.
Yeah.
What did you tell Chris after he shot his shot on 16?
Where birdies are his priority.
Yeah.
Got it like 3 feet from the pin, man. He was awesome.
He won he bought 2 foursomes from you, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah. And put Jim Anderson in one, and I think, I don't know, but I mean,
he was golfing with Giovanni.
Yeah, Chris, he's not afraid to put a ringer on his team. Neither am I, because I had a former professional on my team too. But played with the women's golf coach. I think they won second, right?
Yeah.
And we shot 17 under and tied for 5th. But you got to be honest in these things. You can't cheat. If you cheat, you're a numbskull. You cheat at these things, it's like this stupid.
I could tell it irked Christina a little bit when you told her that you guys got 5th. She was like, not bad.
Not bad. I was like, I'd be very happy with 5th.
Coming for the podium next year
at a golf tournament.
I mean, yeah, we couldn't get a birdie on a par 3. Like we eagled a couple holes. I mean, we were money, man. We were playing really well as a group, but we had fun, dude. It was great. It was a great day. Again, Spears, you guys did a great job. Just
thank you.
Really, really phenomenal.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
All right.
Speaking of July, you turned 30 July 4th.
Yes, sir. The big 3-0, my Steph Curry year.
you need to leave the country. You need to go on a trip, and San Diego doesn't count.
What?
No, it doesn't count.
Okay.
You need to leave the continental United States, and I'm gonna ask our listeners to call in and really implore Justin to go do something. Don't be just a dork.
Sorry. So if you have any recommendations for where I should spend my birthday on the 4th of July, hit us up, 719-1490.
Puerto Rico, man. I love it.
Puerto Rico?
Go to Puerto Rico. Just go to Puerto Rico.
Man, I just don't feel right leaving the country, even though like Puerto Rico is United States territory. I just don't feel right leaving the country on the 4th of July. I want to see the fireworks.
No,
I want to feel patriotic.
You're being lame. You're giving yourself an excuse to be lame and just sit in your house and be on Twitter during your vacation.
Sounds great.
No, it's terrible. Come on. All right, go do your thing right now. But get out of here.
All right.
We're gonna be upset with you, right, Andrew?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
I already am.
Yeah.
I have to leave the country.
Just continental United States. You want to go to Hawaii? Fine.
All right, I'll look into it.
Or
Yeah.
Alaska.
Or Alaska in the summer. That sounds great. Okay. I'll look into it. But anyways, now moving on to part 2 of the good, the bad, and the ugly. So Ollie did his, he called an audible and said, I'm just going to do I'm all positive today. We're positive patties today. Ollie did all good. Now I'm going to do all ugly. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Now, so here's my good, the bad, and the ugly. Starting off with the good, I got to give a huge shout out to the Arizona Wildcats Arizona baseball going to the Super Regional for the first time under Chip Hale. But man, great job for Benedict Mathurin. Great job for TJ McConnell becoming the latest Arizona Wildcats to play in the NBA Finals. 11 straight years the NBA Finals has featured a Wildcat. And TJ, Ben, Ben was recruited by Sean Miller. TJ was recruited and coached by Sean Miller. So I'm sure Sean Miller's going to be locked into these NBA Finals, going to be very happy. And it kind of different paths for both Ben and TJ. Like Ben was a lottery pick. Ben was expected to do well in the NBA. When TJ was coming out of the University of Arizona, no one thought that, or no one outside of maybe himself and Sean Miller thought that he would be here 10 years later playing in the NBA Finals. I certainly
and Ollie Farhang.
Well, okay,
Yeah.
I'll give you some credit.
Yeah.
I didn't think it was going to happen. I thought TJ would carve out a nice overseas career. I mean, there's a lot of money playing in Europe, in China, in Australia. Like, you can make a really, really good living playing basketball professionally overseas. And I thought that was the path for TJ McConnell. But he signed as an undrafted free agent with the Philadelphia 76ers, was that gritty, tough point guard coming off the bench, and his teammates rallied around him. Like, TJ McConnell was Joel Embiid's profile picture for like 2 years. So there's just something about TJ that makes players, coaches want to be around him. And he gets the best out of everybody. And to see him go from undrafted, gritty point guard from Pittsburgh now to the backup point guard in the NBA Finals. And oh, by the way, he's backing up maybe the best point guard in the Eastern Conference right now in Tyrese Halliburton. So TJ McConnell, he's living the good life. I'm very happy for him. And that is my good. Maybe kind of a part 2 of the good. Yes, I know. Lots of good things.
You can't say anything today, Ollie.
I know. I have 4 goods. I know.
Lots of good things happened over the weekend, but kind of going off the golf tournament and what you talked about with the Spears Summer Classic. And I wanted to give a huge shout out to my guy, Matt, who called in a few weeks ago and said, hey, can you help me out with the golf tournament? I'm a little computer illiterate and you have to sign up online. And so I was like, yeah, sure. We'll get you all squared away.
And you're like, oh, you're computer illiterate. Just go to ESPN Tucson.com.
Facebook, yeah.
Facebook.
So we got his phone number, we got his contact information, and we reached out to him. And I didn't think he was going to sign up because I actually called him a few times and no answer, left him a voicemail. I was like, oh man, I hope it didn't piss you off, Matt. And next thing you know, Andrew and I were just at hole 16. And one of our other listeners, Jesus, who's a diehard, who gave us some kind words and has been supporting us for a long time. So shout out to you, Jesus, fellow Kobe fan as well. We both got the Mamba mentality. And Jesus was like, yeah, And our other guy in our group, Matt, he's also a listener as well. And I was like, oh, nice. And then Matt like kind of leans over and looks at me, is like, computer illiterate. I'm like, oh my God, you made it. You made it out. I didn't think you were going to come out. And I saw Matt after the golf tournament at the lunch, and he was kind of leaned over, and I got word that he was playing on like a bad knee or a bad ankle or something like that. And I was like, yo, what you doing out here playing golf when you got a messed up leg? And he talked about how he wasn't going to miss this for the world. And he wanted to come out and support us because of not just Spears and Ali, but Easter Seals Blake Foundation. Easter Seals Blake Foundation has helped him along the way over the last 6 years or so, with resources, with jobs, and all of that. And Matt really got emotional because he's been through a lot in the last few years, and he said, y'all don't know how much you guys mean to me. Like, I listen to you guys every morning, and you guys are like my extended family. Like, you guys have become my family, and you guys are one of the best parts of my day. And I'm not going to lie to you, I bawled like a baby. I had to leave the area, and I went into the bathroom, and I had a moment because, I deal with imposter syndrome every day, right? I'm like, am I doing the right things? Am I going about it the right way? Do people actually care about what we're doing? Like, all I want to do is just inform people about what's happening in Tucson sports and Arizona sports nationally. I understand, like, I could always do a much better job. I have never, ever had a perfect show on Spears and Ali. We're still chasing it, right? We've had some damn good shows, but never like a perfect show. And we're always chasing that. And like I said, I go through imposter syndrome all the time. Like, am I actually doing the right things? And to see Matt kind of have that emotional moment and talk about how much you, me, Andrew, and everyone else involved, how much we mean to this guy, that to me just it meant a lot. It really did. And the Ventana Canyon employees too, there were a couple of them that also listened as well. And
they were great.
My guy
Ventana did a great job.
They were awesome. And to hear the kind words from everyone there about what we're doing here on Spears and Ali, that means the world to us. And I promise you, like, we're doing the best job that we can to give you guys a product that you're very proud of, something that you look forward to listening every single day. And, like I've said in the past, yes, sometimes I stumble over myself. Sometimes I might get a name wrong or a stat just a little off. But all we want to do is just have something that Tucsonans can be proud of.
Yeah, I'm batting 1,000.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that to me, to hear those kind words after, seeing the negative comments on Twitter and YouTube and stuff like that, it was just a reminder that, you know what? We ain't doing so bad, guys.
No.
We ain't doing so bad.
The real question about the whole golf tournament is, are you and your brother going to be okay when it's the Spears and Ali Summer Classic next year? I mean, you want to get 160 golfers?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, Josh. Relax.
I'm waiting for the text message coming in,
relax,
in a couple
bro.
minutes.
You guys did great.
Thank you.
Did amazing.
But shout out to everyone who came out to the Spears Summer Classic, all the big wigs in Tucson, and I mean, just people in general, man. Like, you could have done a lot with your Friday morning / afternoon, but the fact that you were spending it with us, it definitely meant a lot to me. So shout out to you guys. Spears and Ali back on ESPN Tucson. Hour number 2 is the good, the bad, and the ugly. And we already talked about the good last segment with the Arizona Wildcats in the NBA Finals, which makes it 11 straight years. How about that? And then now we got a Tommy Lloyd Wildcat in the NBA Finals. I know, yes, Ben was recruited and was briefly coached by Sean Miller, but he ended his time at Arizona with Tommy Lloyd. And now, for the first time ever, we got a Tommy Lloyd Wildcat in the NBA Finals.
Father of the Year, Tommy Lloyd, celebrated on Saturday.
Did he win? I thought he was just a finalist.
There's no finalists. It's just 4 Fathers of the Year. They don't give a winner.
That's cool.
I'm the only one who's ever won. But
his trophy was just a little bit bigger.
Yeah. But I went to the Sugar Skulls game instead, but we bought a table and support those guys. So great job, Fathers of the Year this year.
An empty table.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
No. Metcalf took care of it.
But so I did the good. Now it's time for the bad and the ugly from the weekend. And my bad is New England Patriots wide receiver Stephon Diggs. Brother, and listen, I know that you got a very popular girlfriend. Her name is Cardi B. We all know about Cardi B.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So now Stephon Diggs and Cardi B are dating, and apparently, man, they're having a lot of fun wherever they're at, whether it's Miami or whatever. All I know is that they're on boats. They spend a lot of time on yachts, and they're having a good time, right? Loving each other, doing all that fun stuff. But there's a video out there of Stephon Diggs talking with 3 other women, not Cardi B, and Stephon Diggs is caught on camera handing them a little baggie that had a pink powdery substance in it.
Bear aspirin.
Is it bear aspirin?
Bear aspirin.
I don't know what this substance is.
The kid version,
Yeah,
right?
it's the chewables.
Yeah.
Not chewable. Are they chewables? Yeah, like
probably.
it's like half white, half pink, right?
Yeah.
The little baby aspirin.
They broke it down, so if the ladies need to take it.
They were having some drinks and just like, hey, this
Yeah.
will help you not have a hangover.
Yeah, I'm sure one of those scantily clad women just had a headache.
Yeah, I'm sure that's all it is.
Scantily clad.
But yeah, there's a pink powdery substance that Stephon Diggs was holding, and there is a narcotic out there that's very popular. It's called Tusi, and it's like pink cocaine essentially. A lot of people are speculating it's that, not really confirmed, but Mike Vrabel, the head coach of the New England Patriots, said last week at voluntary OTAs, we are aware of it, and all we ask is our players to act responsibly when they're off the field. And I don't know what's going to happen with Stephon Diggs. I don't know if he's going to get suspended or what. New England football reporters are talking about maybe the Patriots cutting Stephon Diggs, which
They just signed him to a big contract.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
And they could waive him. I don't know.
Guaranteed money. Stephon Diggs, that was just a terrible signing, in my opinion. I think Stephon Diggs' best days are past him.
Yeah.
So I don't know what New England was thinking.
Well, now he's having fun with Cardi B on boats. So, Stephon Diggs, you are my bad from this past weekend. And then my ugly is the Colorado Rockies. They have.
Weren't they your ugly last week? Too?
They were my
They
ugly
were.
last week, and they're going to continue to be my ugly.
Speaking of the Spears
single week.
first, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have been swept for the 10th time this year. They have yet to eclipse 10 wins.
You're looking at this at the wrong way,
Like
man.
60 games.
What's that?
Actually, the Colorado Rockies are my good. Look at my great.
Yeah.
I bet against them every single day.
Yep.
And I am I have a very good record. It's the Colorado Rockies. Kudos. Keep it up.
Making Ollie Farhang a lot of money.
That's great.
They're still getting those sales out of Coors Field, man. 35,000 people watching get waxed by 21.
It's a great venue, man. It's a great place to watch a baseball game.
Yeah, so I hear.
And Wingstop
Peter
has jumped on the Colorado Rockies bandwagon. Remember a few years ago, they were like, hey, if the Detroit Pistons win, people get 5 free wings in the Detroit area. And they went on like a 29-game losing streak. Well, the Wingstop in Colorado, they're like, Rockies win, you win. You get 5 free boneless wings, courtesy of us, if the Rockies win. And they don't win. The Colorado Rockies have established a new major league record for the worst record. They are 9-50 right now, which is the most games played by any team in baseball history before earning their 10th win. Only 4 teams had played 55 or more games before winning their 10th game of the season. You have the Louisville Colonels in 1895. In 1904, the Washington Senators were 10-45-3. In 1886, going back now, you had the Washington Nationals 10-45-1. And then you had the Cleveland Spiders in 1899. They went 10-45. And now the Colorado
That was
Rockies
so long
are worse than
ago.
them.
In baseball, they had ties.
Yeah.
Did you notice that?
Yeah.
They had ties in baseball.
And
Couldn't be bothered to finish it.
No.
Andrew mentioned this at the start of the show. Wins since May 2nd. Scotty Scheffler in 4 PGA Tour tournaments has 3 victories. The Colorado Rockies in 28 baseball games played, they have 3 wins. Scotty Scheffler, Colorado Rockies, tied. I think it's a lot harder to win golf tournaments than it is to win baseball games. And the Colorado Rockies are like, yeah, hold my beer. Look how bad we're going to make this look.
That's great.
Antonio Senzatella, Sensatella, he is their starting pitcher. He now has 10 losses. So he has 10 losses before the Colorado Rockies hit double-digit wins. He has a 7.14 ERA. He's 1-10 this year. Meanwhile, the Colorado Rockies are 9-49.
You know, he might actually break I think the record of the most losses in Major League Baseball is held by Patrick Mahomes' father.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think
Oh,
he was
man.
like 2, and they stopped him at 19 so he wouldn't have 20 losses.
Wow.
I may be totally making this up, but I'm pretty sure I'm almost correct.
He also has the most DUIs by NFL parents, too.
Okay, man. God. I was already pooping on the guy, and you just had to like spears it up, huh? So you had to just spears it up. Yeah.
Ulysses S. Grant was the president in 1871. Orville Wright was born in 1871. The very first Major League Baseball game was played in 1871. By losing 50 of their first 59 games, the Rockies are off to the worst start in Major League Baseball history since the league started in 1871.
Yeah. And back then there was a lot of starvation and strife too. Let me spears it up for you.
See y'all tomorrow,
Yeah,
same
it's a
time,
Great
same place.
Depression.